Let's bring in our next guest, Katrina O. Hello,
Nice
Katrina.
to meet you.
How are you doing? Katrina, you're with Able Advocates. Can you tell me what that is, please?
We're a nonprofit that is providing services and equipment for children with special needs.
Okay. What kind of special needs?
Well, we vary from children with cerebral palsy to spina bifida, really any physical or mental disability that they have. We're catering towards families that need wheelchairs, walkers, standards, things that are not getting paid by insurance, they're getting denied, or they can't financially afford it. So we're providing that for them.
Are there insurances that don't pay for wheelchairs?
You know, you'd be surprised. There is a requirement for wheelchairs, obviously, and some families, they need it for when they're out at the hospitals, transporting back and forth. It's hard for the children to walk, and sometimes they do not get provided. A lot of the times it takes forever to get a wheelchair through insurance. Your authorization can take over a year to get a wheelchair.
Why is that?
You know,
the kid can't walk, and the insurance is going to drag their feet for a year to get it.
Yeah.
Or not at all.
Or not at all. In some cases, yes. And you know what? Some of our families can't get on the bus to go to school without a wheelchair because they need the proper tie-downs.
Lift?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they're not able to go to school. Families are, can't drive them to school sometimes. And it's very difficult. So we're trying to fill the gap so families never without.
And here we have a poor child that's almost immobile.
Yes.
They can't do anything.
Right.
Where something as simple as a wheelchair could just open their world right up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How long has this organization been in Fresno?
We became an official nonprofit in 2013. Prior to that, I actually started as a support group. And I was
Did you start this?
Yes.
You did?
Yes. My son has cerebral palsy.
Okay.
He has a rare brain disorder that actually didn't get covered through insurance. So I spent about 2 years paying out of pocket for early intervention. And actually, I went and worked for an insurance company and tried to figure out how we were going to work and figure it out.
Right. Try to understand it.
Yes,
right.
yes. And through that's when I started the support group. I started having the ladies come to my house for lunch. And we just got so big that our next step was to make a nonprofit.
You say ladies, were you reaching out to other mothers?
Yes, mothers from the hospital. When we were staying in the hospital, we were going out to the different rooms, just supporting them, making sure that they knew that we were there, we understood, that I understood because of my own difficulty with my son. And then through the different clinics that I was going to, I was talking with the doctors, letting the doctors know what we were doing. And from there we flourished, and now we're working with multiple agencies in town.
I find that we have a really giving community.
Yes, we do.
And for something like this, I can only imagine that it's doing well.
It is. Yeah, we actually are doing so well now that we've kind of stepped into another realm, and that's why we kind of need the support of the community. We need outreach to a little bit more. Our families know that we're here, but we kind of need the extra support from other businesses, from other people, so that we know that there is something else out here. There are other agencies out here, and we're working with them to try to make ends meet for everybody. But I'm just a little bit different, and I'm more one-on-one with the family. And so it takes a little bit more time, but that's what we're here for.
What's it feel like to give that wheelchair to the kid that needs it?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. And not just a wheelchair, a stander where a family can, a child can actually
Walker.
stand for the first time, a walker. It's funny, insurance will not pay for a walker until that child can take 10 steps.
What?
Yeah. So how is the child supposed to get that practice in?
Build some strength.
Yes. So our families are coming to us, and we're loaning them a walker so that they can work on it either at home, at school, at their physical therapy, and then that way they can go through authorization and they can start the process.
At times, it's got to be difficult not to get a little furious.
It is.
I mean, you say they won't give you the kid the walker until he can take 10 steps. My blood starts to boil.
Yes. Yes.
It's not right. It's downright mean.
Yes.
And these insurance companies, I'm sure, are making plenty of money to be able to help out the children that need it. And they're probably paying out on other things that maybe they shouldn't.
it's funny, some things they pay for, but with our children, it's just, it's products that enhance our children's lives. Things that, people don't think about that are a bath chair. People don't think about that, but having the capability of giving your child a bath safely, where the child can actually sit in the bath,
relax,
play, and,
feel safe.
Yes. Those kind of things are what we're trying to help our families get.
Are you looking for just monetary donations, or
We're actually,
how about equipment and stuff like people might have?
yeah, anybody we pick up, donations, we'll repurpose the equipment. We pay for, if it needs a headrest, if it needs new cushions. So that's kind of where our donations go towards, repurposing the equipment. And all of if you loan out a piece of equipment, we'll go meet you, so the family does not have to go. We'll do a private fitting to make sure that the child fits, that the family knows how to use it. So everything, we try to make it as easy as possible so the family doesn't have to worry about anything else.
We have a wheelchair company here in town. Do you work with them?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we get a lot of donations through them. A lot of our equipment is actually from families that received it through insurance, and then when they're done, they get a new wheelchair, we go pick it up. So it's been really great how everyone's been helping out.
Awesome. You have a website, right?
Yes, ableadvocates.org. And on there you can see our equipment closet. You can send out an application for services.
You have a needs list?
We don't have a needs list on there. I probably should think about that. Yeah.
Okay, we have an event to talk about.
Yes,
okay.
We actually are having our first fundraising gala at Belmont Country Club. It's September 25th. It's going to be an evening dinner, cocktail, silent auction, dancing. And you can go to ableadvocates.org and you can get your tickets there. All that money goes straight back into helping the families get the equipment, purchasing the equipment. Like I said, the wheelchairs get donated, but a lot of the times we need a brand new one because they've had it for years. And wheelchairs start at $5,000, $6,000, and they go up from there.
A wheelchair is $5,000?
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Something needs to change about that too.
Yes. So all that money is going to go back into taking care of the equipment closet. And we also do a sponsorship program every quarter, and it's kind of similar to Make-A-Wish, and we try to figure out what the family needs. So a lot of times we buy specific strollers, not so much a wheelchair, but a stroller that's easy pop up, back, so you can have it. Some families do not have a wheelchair accessible car, so their wheelchair doesn't fit in the car, so they need a stroller. That's something that insurance doesn't pay for a lot of the times, especially if you have a wheelchair. And those cost $3,000 starting out to have a specialized stroller. Yeah.
Able Advocates, very cool organization.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by. It's
It's
nice meeting you. Katrina O, you guys go to ableadvocates.org and see what you can do to help her out. I think it's a great organization. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll start the second hour of The Buzz. Stick around.